Legacy on Sunday. Yes, 10. And in the battle of LeBron versus Giannis, it is LeBron once again. How does he do it?
No.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. John Wolf, Nick Wright, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Wildes. Nick, buddy, the king remains the king.
King remains the king, and the Lakers showing some teams out east that it is possible to play good offense and good defense.
Not so fast.
It's amazing.
Not so fast. Not so fast, buddy.
All right, we'll talk some basketball in a second. We, however, have to start in Kansas City. Bills and Chiefs Sunday night for a lovely, all-expenses-paid trip to the greater Tampa area for Super Bowl 55. Patrick Mahomes taking the majority of snaps at Thursday's practice. Looks like he'll be ready to go Sunday. Our guy, Brandon, always ready to go. So, Brandon, tee us up. What are your keys to the Bills pulling off the upset on Sunday?
Here we go.
Yeah, Jen, I know there's a lot of players on the field. I know there's going to be guys on both ends of these teams ready to go and get after it. But this is going to come down to 22 guys. It's going to come down to the Chiefs offense versus the Buffalo Bills defense. That's where this game is going to be won or lost. So let's go to the three keys to success for the Buffalo Bills getting it done. Number one, no big plays from Mahomes. If you go back and watch the Week 6 game, they lined their safeties up, the Buffalo Bills did, in Canada. They were very intentional in making sure that Hill and Kelsey didn't get deep. They need to do that again. I'm sick and tired of Tyreek Hill having the same big diagonal play that nobody seems to be able to stop. So we have to eliminate that first and foremost. Number two, the key to success for the Bills upsetting the Chiefs. Eliminate Kelsey in the red zone. Guys, he's probably an all-time great tight end. He's the best tight end in football right now. When you saw him last, he had 2 red zone targets and 2 touchdowns. Absolutely can't happen, Nicholas. And the last thing, and this is where the game is going to be won or lost, I'm telling you right now, keep your eyes on this matchup this Sunday. The D-line limits. They have to limit the Chiefs' run game. What do you mean, Brandon? Well, they had to make a decision. Do we let Patrick Mahomes beat us through the run game, through the passing game, or do we just let them run the ball? And they let them run the ball, and they did it. And they did it in the high fashion, 245 yards on the ground. That can't happen again. If you go back and watch that game, Ed Oliver, he didn't play well. He actually played really bad. And then you had guys like Phillips and Milano, who wasn't even a lineup. They're a better defensive line now. If that front four do their job, the Bills will win. And that's the keys right there, Nick.
Okay. All right. First of all, let me give Brandon Marshall some credit here. Because I'm not going to name names, but there are a lot of my friends and colleagues in the media, Colin Cowherd, who were pimping the Bills all year long and then got cold feet this week. All year long, it was the Bills, really? Josh Allen. And then all of a sudden, the game they wanted to see, and they couldn't quite pull the trigger. Brandon has been pimping the Bills all year long and got no cold feet. Picked the Bills before the playoffs and picking the Bills this week to make the Super Bowl. So I give him credit for that. But I am surprised with Brandon picking the Bills and giving these keys to the game that he would overlook the single biggest key to the game. Because I don't know if people noticed, but last week, Josh Allen was an innovator, a disruptor. He invented a new way to beat your opponent. Took it from European soccer, took it from some corners of the NBA, and brought, can we show it, this to the NFL. The flopping to extend a drive. Look at this brutality Josh Allen suffered. I don't know. They made Mahomes go to concussion protocol. I'm shocked they didn't make Josh Allen do it. And you might say, Nick, that's an outlier. That's not going to be duplicated.
Whatever it takes, Jenna,
well,
right.
Kevin Wildes.
That's right,
I will
Brandon.
remind you.
As former players, we know.
Correct, whatever it takes. And here's the deal. Patrick Mahomes, Wildes, has only ever lost 1 playoff game. In that playoff game, his team had the lead in the fourth quarter until what happened? Can we show guard your eyes, kids, more brutality against the quarterback? Because it flipped this game. Watch this brutal, oh my God. That was 15 yards. That was roughing the passer on the game-changing drive of the only game Patrick Mahomes ever lost in the playoffs. That really had to go. So, Wildes, I would say, key number 4, did Josh Allen go to acting class this week? Because I think that is a critical component to the Bills' ability to execute this upset, Wildes.
Okay. See what just happened there, America? How Nick made fun of me, and I was like, you rapscallion. I make fun of him. I turned a corner today, this morning, when I was like, why did that mustard and ketchup video of Nick being humiliated bother me so much? And I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was bad for maybe our careers that we were sort of associated with this, and then it hit me.
Nothing bad about it.
I'm allowed to make fun of Nick Wright. Brandon is allowed to make fun of Nick Wright. Jenna is allowed to make fun of Nick Wright. But you know what, Bills Mafia? You're not. It's like a sibling thing. I can make fun of my brother all I want, but once you start to do it, it's on. So OKW has turned the page. And here's what I want to see, Nick. I want to see full-on Avengers-style domination over the Bills. And this is why. This margin of victory thing that I've made fun of you about, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Here are the margin of victory. 5 in the Browns, 3 in the Falcons, 3 in the Saints, 5 Dolphins, 6 Broncos, 3 Bucks, 4 Raiders, 2 Panthers, 26 Jets. That's what I want. 26 Jets. You want all gas, no brakes? Yeah, I want to see it from the Chiefs. Wow. It's not just offense. It's defense, too. Brandon, I'm tired of Bills Mafia. Hard. I'm tired. You come after one of my own. This is all Wildes Mafia. Now I'm coming after you. Chiefs defense. Let me give you one more thing, Brandon, just because I'm so fired up. Show me the Chiefs defense graphic that we threw up that, who wrote this? A guy named Craig, which is also my brother's name for the record. Excellent job here. The Chiefs defense steps up when they need to. Hey, okay, we're winning by a lot. Go ahead, run the ball. It's getting close. Now we're down to 4 yards per carry. How about against the Browns? We're up 2 scores. Hey, let's chill out, relax. What's up with the Patrick Price? Now it's tied. Now we're down to 2 yards per carry. So I want to see the offense come out, Robert Downey Jr., the entire Bills Mafia, and I want the defense to step up the entire game. I'm pro-Chiefs. Send me to Arrowhead. I love the fountains. I love the barbecue. I'm going the whole way, Brandon. I'm sorry I got to leave you on an island, buddy, but it's too much. They came after one of our own, the Bills Mafia. I got to defend the guy.
Can the family sit at the table right now? Can we have a conversation? We need to get on the same page. How do we want to do life together? Hey, brothers. I don't see it the same way, okay? You're the big brother, Wildes, okay? We get it. We understand that. But look, when you have a younger brother, who just keeps going out there and pushing people and making fun of people, there comes a time where we have to let him go so he can learn his lesson. So I get you. You want to stick up for Nick, but when is enough enough? Enough is enough. And I will say this is
Brandon is saying, I need to go get my butt kicked. I need to learn my lesson and get my butt kicked, right? That's what you're saying. But that's what Brandon's saying, that it'd be good for me.
100%.
No, that's your job, Brandon. We should do that on the show. Not outside the house, inside the house. You can destroy him on the show. You can't have Bills Mafia and he's mentioned.
As the Marsha Brady of the poll, please, guys, as the Marsha Brady here, I'm going to say we're all going to get along. We're all for one, one for all here. Out there, let them say and do what they want to do, but we're running out of time, so we got to just step us back for 1 second. That is the story in the AFC. In the NFC, I got 2 words. It's called Brady. It's called Rodgers. Who do you trust more come Sunday? You do know Marsha Brady, Nick. Stop with they're too old for me. Rodgers and company, all loosey-goosey, ahead of the big game. They're ready. They're dancing. They're feeling good. We're ready. First things first. Who would you have picked?
teams ready to go and get after it. But this is going to come down to 22 guys. It's going to come down to the Chiefs offense versus the Buffalo Bills defense. That's where this game is going to be won or lost. So let's go to the 3 keys to success for the Buffalo Bills getting it done. Number 1, no big plays from Mahomes. If you go back and watch the Week 6 game, they lined their safeties up, the Buffalo Bills did, in Canada. They